I think there's one really clear and important migration path, and that's around making organizations fundamentally fit for human beings, human organizations for human beings. And why? Well, so much of organizational life goes against the grain of human nature. The ruling ideology forever really has been controlling people, controlling information, controlling deviations from the norm. That's the industrial management model that's worked so well for us for so long. But it's exactly the wrong recipe when it comes to unleashing potential, unleashing, imagination, initiative, passion, all those human gifts we need to compete in this creative, disruptive economy, but that are gifts that can't be commanded or ordered up through our old systems. They have to be inspired and invited. It's about fundamentally thinking different about the boundaries of your organization and how do you mobilize and inspire and aggregate and tap into all the relevant contribution that's out there. And I think that takes a real leadership mind flip in many ways. A great example of that is Larry Houston, when he became the head of R&D at Procter & Gamble. He basically looked at Procter & Gamble's research bench, 9,000 strong, smart, talented, brilliant scientists and researchers. There's no way they could ever create the future that P&G needed to create. He went out on a journey, explored every university, every science lab, every corner he could find in the world, and he came back and he said, you know what? There are actually 1,809,000 people out there who are doing work that's relevant to the future of P&G. Our job is to figure out how to inspire them, invite them, connect with them, reward them properly, and that's really the work of innovation today. So it was about opening up the boundaries. It seems so simple, but we are so stuck in our certainty as leaders, especially in the world of business. But what if you flip from certainty to inquiry? What does that bring? Well, it brings a tremendous amount of humility, curiosity, vulnerability, all qualities you don't necessarily associate with leaders, but that you need to be open to gain access to new ideas. I think one of the biggest challenges for leaders and business leaders is our sort of infatuation with mastery, and experience. And because I've done this so many times, I know, I have all the answers. I'm the linchpin of everything. And it's not necessarily an individual human failing, it's kind of institutional. And so what I like to say is, how do we get back to that childlike, beginner's mind, the mind of an artist? And I like to use the term artistry because I do feel that the work of art is the most important, most valuable work, whether you consider yourself an artist or not, that we do in this economy today. Everything's changing overnight, and it's your job to kind of walk in open and fresh and able to roll with everything that's changing and accept that the best ideas and the best approaches might not come from your glorious brain. My suggestion to leaders is, create a list of the questions that you could really stretch you, not just as yourself, but as an organization. So what is it that you want to ponder, whether it's about the nature of leadership and power inside your organization, or how you connect with your customers, or the kind of environment you want to create for your people? Are there a set of questions that you're constantly referring to and benchmarking as a leader? And if you need to get started, it's really easy. Ask these questions. Why not, what if? They're the easiest questions in the world. Any 3-year-old can ask them and does, but they really switch you into this playful place of where creativity can really happen.